It's time to live your stronger life. Hey, I'm Sammy, physio coach and nutritionist, and your hype girl for creating your stronger life. Here, we ditch the quick fixes and build real strength inside and out. So whether you're here to tone up, drop the body fat, build muscle, mental resilience, or ditch the diet culture, or just feel bloody good in your skin, you're in the right place. So let's get into it. All right, fam, I want to know, are you letting other people's opinions dictate your health and fitness journey? Whether it's unsolicited advice, are you doing social media comparisons, or you're getting comments from friends and family, outside opinions that kind of throw you off track and fast? Well, in this episode, we are going to discuss why it's important to tune out the noise, focus on your own progress, tell everyone else to F off, and make choices that work for you and your goals and not anyone else's, because you're not here to make anyone else feel better about themselves. You are here to celebrate you and to make your health and fitness journey, your body, your mind stronger inside and out. We want to stop worrying about other people's opinions during your fitness and health journey. And it is normal to care what other people think, right? We're human, we care about it, but we need to not let other people's opinions dictate your choices, because this can hold you back, slow your progress, and even make you lose confidence in yourself. So why does other people's opinions affect us? There's social comparison. We naturally compare ourselves to others, friends, family, influencers online. There's all those comparisons out there. You always see other people posting where they've modified their bodies and they're like, what you see on social media isn't real, or stop comparing to other people's, full days of eating. What one person needs is different to another person's needs. There's so much comparison out there between others on their fitness journey. Why aren't I there? I should be doing that too. Blah, 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 blah. Just focus on yourself, put your goggles on, and laser in on you. Another thing is that we get unsolicited advice. Everyone seems to have a better method for diet. This is the right way for training, lifestyle, nutrition, and hearing it constantly can be overwhelming and confusing. And I hear this a lot in the DMs, when I'm talking to ladies on my Instagram. A lot of ladies say they get overwhelmed by all the different, this is what they should be doing, this is what they should be doing. And you know what? I often want to be like, yeah, there is a lot of nonsense out there, but actually just listen to me, because what I'm going to tell you is to keep it simple and find the method that works for you. So I think my method is the right way, because I'm saying just do the one that actually works for you. I'm not telling you there is a right or wrong way. I'm saying that there's probably some strategies that I have tried and tested with many, many, many ladies that I work with as my clients. But at the end of the day, the strategy that is the best is the one that works for you, that gives you a strong, healthy, confident body. Not saying, oh, go do keto because it helped you lose weight, but then you were sad and depressed because you weren't eating carbs, and then you kept missing out on having pancakes with your family all the time. And then in that case, keto doesn't work. Or you feel like, yeah, but I did intermittent fasting and that worked for me, or that worked for Blow Joe at work. Yeah, but then what happens when you guys want to have that Sunday morning breakfast every single week and you're saying no to your family because, no, I'm intermittent fasting, I can't do it. And then you always turn up to your workouts in the morning and you're fatigued and you're having the worst workout of your life and you're never getting any stronger, not making any progress, but you're trying to intermittent fast because someone else told you it was the best way to lose weight. Well, yeah, hello, if that is your case, intermittent fasting is not the right method for you. So whilst there are so many different strategies and methods out there for your diet, your training, your lifestyle, at the end of the day, it needs to work for you and it needs to be good for your body as well. There are some extremes that may work, but they may not work for you, and they're not ideal because they're not creating a strong, healthy, nourished body, and may cause more issues in the long run. So if you can't stick with it consistently, if it can't be your lifestyle, it is not the right method for you. And yes, sometimes you will need to push yourself out of your comfort zone. Some people are probably just not inclined to want to go to the gym, so they're like, oh, the gym's not my lifestyle. Well, in that case, I'm like, honey, you got to lift weights for your health. There are some things you're going to have to just implement into your lifestyle because your health and fitness is just as important, but balance it out and go, look, going to the gym just isn't for me, but I still want to lift weights to look after my bone density and look after my muscle mass. So I don't want to go to the gym, but I'll do my weights from home and I'll make it a part of my lifestyle because I know my health is equally just as important. So that is another kind of way to kind of look at it. But at the end of the day, stuff any other unsolicited advice unless it's coming from professionals that actually care about your health and your fitness and your well-being. If they're telling you to try an extreme measure, it's probably too good to be true and they don't care about you. They're just trying to sell you on their BS. So unsolicited advice, bye-bye. What works for you plus a combination of what is reasonable when you're getting professional advice, aka I'm professional. I've been doing this for a very, very long time, and I'm telling you, keep it simple and find a strategy that's going to work best for you. Lift weights, move your body, eat high protein, eat lots of fruit and veggies, drink your water, get your sleep. It's not that complicated, and you can easily adapt that general foundational rules to fit within your lifestyle as well. I wouldn't say rules, I'll say foundational guidelines to fit within your lifestyle. And then another thing about why people's opinions affect us is the fear of judgment, whether it's going to the gym, changing our eating habits, or trying a new routine. Everyone is always worrying about criticism, and that can stop you before you even start. How many ladies out there, and this is probably you, is going, I want to go to the gym, I want to lift weights, but I'm too scared. I'm scared to get judged. Okay, tell me, what are you about to get judged on? What do you think is actually going on in that person who's sitting next to you in the gym's mind? Do you really think they're sitting there going, oh my God, look at her lifting 5 kilo dumbbells? Like, oh my God. Like, absolutely no one gives a bloody shite about you in the gym. I'm telling you, you are totally fine, and no one is looking at you unless you're, doing half rep Harry, going absolutely wild in the gym, grunting and grounding, taking up all of the equipment and, pissing people off. Unless you're doing some crazy stuff to really piss people off, no one is going to notice you in the gym, going about your workout, doing the best you can, pushing hard. Actually, sometimes people may notice you in the gym is if you're training like a boss, moving well, lifting heavy, and the quality of the movement, people are going to potentially come up to you and be like, dang girl, that was strong. Nice work. But no one is going to be judging you. So we need to drop the fear of judgment when it comes to the gym, because everyone is too self-centered to even focus on what you're doing. As long as you're moving well and you're being respectful, no one gives a shit about you when you're in the gym. To be honest, it sounds horrible to say, but it is absolute honesty. No one notices you. They're too busy worrying about their own thing. So just get in the gym, do your thing, own that space. You're paying for a membership, own your space. You are very well deserved to be there. And then when people judge you because you come to work with your meal prep instead of getting takeaway with everyone else, when people judge you for you wanting to make healthier choices, it's normally a reflection on them being jealous that they can't make those decisions just yet. They're not in a position to do it. And then you taking that step towards looking after your health and fitness kind of makes them feel bad. So then in that response, they want to make you feel bad for making choices that are making them feel bad. It is just this toxic spiral, and it's more of a reflection on them than it is a reflection on you. So if someone judges you for packing your meal prep, or for, saying no to going out for a takeaway meal or anything like that at work, you can just be like, yes, Karen, but I'm just looking after my health and fitness, and I feel really energized and really good, and I can pump through my sessions in the gym. I can get through my day at work. I'm not getting the afternoon slumps when I eat this food compared to when we keep getting takeaway every single day. So I'm taking a choice that I want to look after my energy levels. I want to feel good in my body, and I feel good when I eat this food, and I don't feel good when we get the takeaway option. So no, I'm not having it. I'm having my food that I packed for today, but thank you for the offer. Kill them with kindness. You don't even have to give them a reason, to be honest, but if you wanted to, you could have used that. But then otherwise, kill them with kindness. Be like, thank you. They're like, oh, what have you got? Those people that are like, oh, what have you got over there? The people who want to put 2 cents in, and you just want to be like, please F off and let me eat my food in peace. Trust me, as a bodybuilder who has always been taking meal prep to a lot of places, I'm constantly getting that conversation, but you just go, yep, this is what I have. Cool. Thanks. Have a nice day. I'm going to go sit outside and eat my lunch. Bye. But in reality, you don't owe anyone an answer about why you're making choices that align with your goals. If they can't respect that, that's an issue on them. That's not an issue for you, and you can't help it. Be like, well, if you don't get it, that's unfortunate. I'm going to see you later. Bye. Stop worrying about other people's criticism, because it's going to stop you from even getting started, and it's going to prevent you from enjoying the journey. So focus in on yourself, girl, and stop worrying about other people. So why else should you tune out the noise? We want to focus on progress in yourself and your confidence, and not approval from others. Your journey is personal. No one is living in your body except for you. And so your journey is unique to you and what you want to achieve, and it does not matter what anyone else thinks. Progress is progress. And if people are like, oh, but I can't see this, I can't see that, tell them to go F off. Progress is measured in small wins, not in others' validation. Start a cookie jar. I'm getting all my ladies to do this like right now at the moment. Every time you have a small win or you notice some progress or you achieve something that you didn't think was possible, write it on a piece of paper. Doesn't matter how big or how small it is, and then put it into a jar. You're creating a cookie jar of wins and progress that in those tougher times where you're really questioning yourself, you can reach into that cookie jar and be like, oh dang, I did achieve that this week. Or look how amazing I'm being. Remember when I thought I couldn't achieve this goal? Remember when I didn't think that I could run five minutes straight, and then I did run 5 minutes straight. I've got on a piece of paper to remind myself of that time when I thought I couldn't even do that, and now I'm running for 15 minutes straight. Like, god damn, I'm so impressed with myself. So you have this cookie jar of all these wins and things that you didn't think you could achieve, so that you can draw in on them anytime that you're having a bit of struggle. But focus on your progress, not on anyone else's validations for how you're going. Remember how consistency beats perfection? Well, if you also are constantly obsessing over what someone else thinks, that may make you constantly want to adjust your plan to be perfect because they're thinking that, oh, you're not quite doing it right. You got to make it perfect. But you know what's better? Staying consistent with a strategy that works for you, that doesn't matter what anyone else thinks is the right opinion. Stay consistent with a strategy that works for you is far more effective. Now, obviously, I'm talking about, the unsolicited advice, the people who aren't your coach. Like if you have a coach, obviously you're going to listen to what they say as they adjust your plan, as they make recommendations. That's different. I'm talking about, the people whispering in your ear saying, oh, well, why'd your coach tell you to do that? You should do this instead. Or I got told to do this. You should do that instead. They're the people that you're like, love it. Thank you. Glad it worked for you. I'm just going to follow the plan my coach has given me. But thank you for your opinion that I didn't ask for. Here's another reason why you should tune out the noise, because it's going to reduce your stress and anxiety levels. Caring too much about outside opinions can be very exhausting. It's just taking up mental space that you shouldn't need to worry about. Offload the mental energy and spend it on improving yourself and worrying less about what others are thinking as well. And also, by ignoring everyone else and focusing on yourself, it is super empowering, because then every choice you make, it lines up with your goals. And when you do actions and do things that you say you're going to do that are aligned with your goals, it builds your self-confidence. So over time, ignoring the noise does become easier and natural, but you do have to take practice, and it's not going to happen straight away. It's not going to happen overnight, but if you can reflect and adapt and adjust and keep moving forward, you're going to get stronger and stronger and way better at it. And people's unsolicited advice and little, says here and there, and you're just like, and you know what I mean. When I say that, guru, you know what I mean. Those little things get less and less impactful every time you practice just letting it go and moving forward and keeping calm and sticking with what aligns with your goals, your journey. So some practical tips to stay focused and to help tell everyone else to F off in your own health and fitness journey. So set some clear goals. Know exactly why you're doing what you're doing. Goals act as your compass. Set small, medium, and long-term goals. Make them actionable. Make sure there's actually actionable steps within those goals. Don't just be like, oh, I want to get fitter. I'm like, cool. What does that mean? How do you know when you're fitter? What does that look like? What actions do you need to take to get fitter? It's very overwhelming. But if you can make short, medium, and long-term goals that have action steps, they're measurable, then you are going to feel much more successful, and you're actually going to know what you need to put into place in order to achieve those goals as well. Next, I want you to create a personal feedback loop. So track your progress, either by tracking your strength in the gym, your energy levels, and your well-being, not just likes or comments on your social media posts, none of that BS. Track your real progress. Do it in maybe having a daily gratitude journal and a daily journal of like reflection of how your day's gone, where you're up to with things. Even tracking your progress in MyFitnessPal, or tracking the scale weight, tracking your photos for reflection. Like, create a personal feedback loop where you can really focus in on yourself, get super selfish, and also reflect back. But I want you to do it on physical measures and mental measures too. Because if you have a journal or a gratitude diary or a thing where you're like, this happened today and I overcome it by doing X, Y, Z, then when you go back in a couple of months' time, you can be like, dang, that sort of stuff used to affect me. And now look how far I've come. Like, so-and-so said this to me today and I did not even blink twice at it. So when you do also track your progress in more ways than just physical measures, like in these mental measures using journaling, for example, you can actually see how far you've come in like so many different aspects of your life as well. Limit exposure to opinions is another one. So reduce social media scrolling and avoid unsolicited advice as best as you can. Unfollow people who are not productive and not helping you on social media. Sometimes it's like a little toxic drug that you want to keep following those people, but it's like, if they make you feel uncomfortable, if they make you go through that comparison, if they make you feel kind of shitty about yourself, bye-bye, unfollow, I'm sorry, but it's just not worth your mental energy to have that kind of negativity around. Unless it's me, don't unfollow me, hopefully. But I hope that I do not also have that trigger to anyone either. If I did, I would like to know so then I can adjust and make sure I'm not doing that. Okay, and the last tip that I have to stay focused is anchor to your values. Remember why this journey matters to you: your health, your strength, your confidence, your long-term habits. Create a vision board, create quarterly goals and targets, have it placed somewhere that you can see these things all the time, so you have these beautiful constant reminders of your reason why. So when you get to these moments of being like, oh, I don't know what to do, or should I do this or should I do that, or this person said that and maybe I should just give up, have the goals sitting there, have it all on your vision board, so then you can take action straight away and remind yourself and come back to your reasons why, come back to your goals. And if you're like, oh, I just want to lose weight because I want to feel better, no. Ask yourself why. Ask yourself why 4 times. Get deeper and deeper and deeper, because you don't just want to lose the weight. You want to lose the weight so then you can feel comfortable in your clothes. And you don't want to lose the weight to feel comfortable in your clothes just cause. You want to do it so then you can finally get in your family photos, because you keep avoiding them and you have this holiday coming up. And you don't want to be there in 40, 50 years time when your kids are grown up showing their kids like photos from when they were growing up being like, but where's grandma? She was never in any of those photos. That's why you want to lose weight, because you don't want your future grandchildren to be like, where are you in all the photos? Did you even exist? I don't know. So then if you can go 4 layers deep on your why, that is going to drive you even through those darkest, hardest times. Because a weight loss journey does get challenging. Like, you're literally pushing your body to extremes to achieve something and to make a change. It's not going to be easy. But if you can have these deeper whys, oh man, ladies, it's going to get a lot more enjoyable and a lot easier along the way. But anyways, I got a bit digressed there as always. At the end of the day, your journey is yours. Other people's opinions might exist, but they don't define your success. Focus on what you can control, your effort, your consistency, and your mindset, and really work towards tuning out the noise. Trust in yourself and keep moving forward, because progress doesn't happen by seeking approval. It happens by taking action and getting proper guidance along the way. So ladies, as always, thank you so much for listening. If you found this valuable, but you're also like, yeah, I get all this, but I actually need help to do this at the same time. I do more than just training and nutrition. We do a lot of mindset work within my coaching as well. So you can just jump onto Instagram, Sammy_livestrong, and shoot me a message if you would like to have a chat about it at all. And it'll also, please let me know if you find these podcasts valuable. I would absolutely love that. And I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks so much for listening. If you found this episode valuable, please rate, review, and subscribe. And I'd love if you shared this on your Instagram and tag me, Sammy_livestrong. And if you'd like to learn more about my coaching and join the Project Livestrong family, please message me, Livestrong, on Instagram, and I'll see how I can help. I'll see you next time.